A few days ago, I was going through my old hard drive and I stumbled upon a folder titled Monster Hunter World. It turns out it was my raw gameplay of my friends and me just playing around in World during the pandemic. But watching those videos put me into an emotional state. I would unconsciously smile and even laugh when things happen. So I thought I'd like to turn those into videos. At least that way I can rewatch my edited videos and listen to what I had in mind. If that doesn't make any sense, I'm turning my thoughts about those memories into videos, which is the video that you are seeing right now. I do have several types of these videos in mind, so maybe I'll post one each week, but we'll see how it goes. As you might have read in the title, this video is about me fighting against Arch-Tempered Nergigante. It wasn't the first time I tried searching for my first time facing off against AT Nergigante, but it looks like I didn't record it for whatever reason. Anyway, AT Nergigante was essentially the hardest boss in base world. This was before Iceborne was released, and much like how AT Volcana is a pain in the ass, this Arch-Tempered Spiky Boy was one hell of a SOP. The gameplay you are seeing right now is me along with two of my Monster Hunter friends fighting Nergigante. Marlia is a very good friend of mine that's also his hunter's name. Same with me, we like to roleplay as actual hunters. The Japanese guy goes by the name Kana. He's sort of my Monster Hunter mentor or teacher, if you will. And I'm not joking, this guy knows the ins and outs of World's game mechanic. I usually play Charge Blade and Whip Sword, but I remember I didn't want to be a burden to my friends, so that's why I went with Lance, even though I suck at it, which you'll see for yourself. On the other hand, Marlia went with Longsword. Dude, this man was insane. He wasn't playing safe like me, and Kana went with his bow. I rarely meet a bow player in World, so seeing him attacking while dodging around was a blessing for me. Back to Nergigante, there were several things that I really enjoy about his Arch-Tempered variant. The first one is his fight. While he is just normal Nergigante but more aggressive, I think that's what makes him challenging. His spikes regenerate quicker, he has smaller dive bombs, and he even spams his infamous dive bombs. But personally, I think that makes him really predictable. He has 3 locations throughout the whole fight. The first one is this part of Elder's Recess. This is also where you start to fight against Behemoth and Arch-Tempered Volcana. And I think the reason for that is that you can slingshot the crystal hanging buff to deal massive damage, and it does really help, but do note that you need to time it or else it's 2000 damage down the drain. The next one is this wide open area. Since it's more open, you do have lots of room to avoid his dive bombs. This is also the phase where either Teostra or Kushala comes down and initiate a turf war. Again, free damage. This time it's fixed, so you don't have to do anything unless you somehow flash them both, and I think that cancels the turf war animation. And then when Nergigante is limping and he has a skull shown next to his icon, he'll slowly walk towards his lair. This is the last part of the fight. If I recall correctly, even if it's the normal Nergigante, he roars and then somehow dive bombs this part of the map. Now what makes it crazy is when the smoke slowly disappears and you could see the silhouette of Nergigante. That was absolutely insane. It's like those moments where you go like, what the hell is that thing? Even if you do try to cancel it, as in this case, he will still trigger the event. I think the only way to stop it is to just kill him right before he does the animation. The second thing that I like about his fight is the music, the OST, the background music. Oh boy, where do I start? It is Nergigante's theme, but the Arch-Tempered version of his music is grander, more majestic. A nice touch is that they also included parts of Pride of the Nameless Hunter, which is basically the hunter's theme song. and then they kind of mix it into Nergigante's Arch-Tempered music. Also, did you notice that the title for Arch-Tempered Nergigante's theme is World's End? This isn't just a coincidence. Arch-Tempered Nergigante was the end of world before Iceborne release. It kind of marked the end of Monster Hunter World. The same goes with Arch-Tempered Velkhana's song, which is Iceborne's End, marking the end of Iceborne. It's such a nice small detail that often gets overlooked. The last thing is also small, but the victory theme when you finally slay Nergigante sort of gives you a sense of relief. It's like the game knows you struggle against this elder dragon and you can finally wipe that sweat out of your face because you've finally done it. You are a true monster hunter.